There are a ton of bases you can make in 99 Nights in the Forest. However, they all have one slight issue. They're all completely trash and absurdly boring. So today, I plan on changing that because I'm going to be building the largest maze base in all of 99 Nights history.
Dude, I actually think I'm lost in my own base. Where even am I right now?
However, I don't want this just to be any normal maze base. I want this base to have layers of defense that will get crazier and crazier as the video goes on in order to survive thousands of nights in this ultra secure maze base. However, in order to do any of that, we're going to need to get a ton of materials. And you know the drill. That means leveling up the campfire to level 5, allowing us to start exploring and getting a ton of resources for this ultra secure maze base. All right, and there we go, fire level 5. That was actually like absurdly fast. I did not expect it to get it that fast. And we already have a ton of resources. So I'm quickly going to craft the essentials. But in order to make this massive maze base, we're going to need to get a ton of resources, mainly saplings and wood. However, we obviously do want to save most of the kids before we even think about doing that. And because we're running the cyborg class, this will be very, very easy to do. The laser cannon is like unbelievably busted. And by the looks of it, it looks like Squid Kid is straight over there. Okay, yep, right here. This is where Squid Kid's area is. I'm going to see if I can quickly kill all of these bears. And then hopefully we're able to save Squid Kid before the end of the night. Okay, that's one bear down. Let's get this one right over here. And these guys are so unbelievably tanky. Holy cow. If we could get a bear pelt here though, okay, we did not, but we got the yellow key. Let's quickly save Squid Kid. Night is approaching. We have around 16 seconds to get back to our campfire. I think we'll make it in time. I'll be kind of shocked if we don't. Okay, here we go. Let's quickly save Squid Kid and let's open this gold chest. If we could get like a strong axe, that'd be really, really good for us. All right, let's see. Okay, a strong flashlight. That's honestly not bad, especially this early on into the game. We can kind of just keep exploring and not have to be too worried about the deer. It also looks like the forge is right here. So that'll be very, very useful for getting a hammer later on. But I'm going to keep exploring during this nighttime just so I can get a load of resources. I'm hoping to get a strong axe or a chainsaw here pretty shortly. Okay, it looks like there is another golden chest. I should be able to get something decent. Oh, ooh, I have to quickly kill these mobs. Okay, that's pretty light. Now let's open this gold chest and hopefully we're able to get something solid from it. A strong axe would be really nice. Oh my gosh, yo, the game is actually just blessing us right now. We probably have like one of the best starts in the entire game, and we have a strong axe right now as well. Oh yeah, this is absolutely amazing. I'm going to quickly gather a ton of wood while the night is getting wrapped up. What I want to do is make a load of farm plot blueprints. That way I don't get hungry, and just because having infinite food would be very, very nice right now. But I also want to build a load of beds on top of that, because with how good of a start we have, I feel like we could definitely break one of my personal records for getting to 100 days. We are just making so much progress so quickly right now. Okay, let's put all of our stuff into the grinder, and yeah, we have a ton of materials. Holy cow, that is absolutely insane. And I think we'll just quickly craft the crafting bench 3, and we'll make a good bed. So I think what we're gonna do is quickly chop down some of these trees over here. It looks like I am hungry, so I am going to grab a few pumpkins. Normally you have to worry about food a ton, but with this recent updates, with all of the pumpkins scattered around, they kind of made it pretty easy. You really don't have to worry about stew until later into the game, which is kind of nice. Now, it looks like there is a new structure over here, and if I'm not mistaken, that is the bank. I've only seen this once or twice. Let's see what's inside of it. Okay, we got an old radio, some coal. Okay, another old radio, and a ton of coins with a chest. Okay, wow, this is a lot of coins. Now, I don't really know what this chest can offer us. Maybe it'll be something good. Okay, a leather body. You know, I actually can't use that. That is kind of tragic. Let's grab this old radio and quickly raid this hospital as well. Looks like we have a few alpha wolves over here. They should be pretty easy to take care of. There we go. Got some metal chairs, a piece of cake, some med kits, and bandages. You know, not bad at all. Looks like there's also a fuel canister over here. Let's grab that. And honestly, let's just keep exploring. Hopefully we're able to get a load of more stuff. Mainly, I'm trying to get a ton of scrap because I want to progress as fast as possible. And ooh, it looks like we're hungry right now. Hopefully there's some sort of food nearby. Oh, it looks like we're gonna attack tonight. Okay, I'm gonna just quickly eat these morsels and head straight back to base. I know with the Halloween update, they added a ton of new structures, especially with all the Halloween houses, but it feels like a ton. Like there's no empty space on the map ever. Let's quickly dump off all of this scrap and fuel. Looks like the cultists are about to attack us. And you know, this should be pretty light. I don't really think these guys are really a threat to us. Yep, he's about to get cooked. This is pretty easy. We have 46 seconds left of the night, so I think I'll be able to do it in time. I really do like this new update. I mean, as long as I don't turn into a frog or something, but you can get pretty decent stuff from the trick-or-treat areas. I've gotten frozen shurikens before, and how is this a trick? Wait, how was that a trick though? Oh, he dropped out my inventory. I thought he just gave me all those bandages for a second. I was about to be like, that is not a trick, dog. That is like a blessing in disguise. Okay, there's another haunted house right here, or I guess a normal house. Let's quickly give him a candle, and okay, we made it just in time. Oh, did he seriously just close the door? Yo. Okay, wow. I didn't even know they could do that. Wow. I'm gonna keep exploring though. Hopefully we're able to get a load of more stuff. And I honestly do want to raid the cultist area pretty shortly here. Being able to get a ton of loot would be super, super, super nice. Especially being able to get a chainsaw. It would honestly make our job to build this base really, really easy. I would not have to worry about that much. And whoa, there are a ton of wolves after us right now. Holy cow. Okay, wait, but watch this though. The laser cannon goes absolutely insane. Like, there's a reason Cyborg is one of the best classes in the game. And I know you guys are probably like, why aren't you running lumberjack class? And the reason for that is I honestly think this class offers some of the most versatile gameplay ever. Like, Cyborg is just genuinely so good, and while lumberjack could help me get a ton of saplings for this massive maze base, I don't think it's going to be that useful, just because I really need to make progression super early on into the game. And let's see what this gold chest can offer us. Maybe like, okay, another strong flashlight. We definitely did not need that. We did get a fuel canister though, so let's keep exploring. I don't really know what else there could be on the outer rings of the map, but I do want to try to get fire level 6 as soon as we can in order to save the next kid. That way the days can just go by super, super fast. And it looks like there is another bank right here with another gold chest. Yo, the amount of structures they're spawning in right now genuinely seems crazy. I am getting so much stuff all of the time. Okay, there's a bit more scrap over here and some coal, nice. And another fuel canister. Okay, we definitely need that in order to level up the fire. A load of alpha wolves are after us again, but we can kind of just use our laser cannon and then our spear, and they're all just dead. That's pretty easy. Like, that right there is why Cyborg is so good. The amount of burst damage you can deal in an area is insane. Now let's quickly open this chest and head back to base. We need to drop off all of the materials we got for today. Oh my gosh, we got an oil barrel as well. Wait, we might actually be able to get fire level 6 with this one. That'll be insane if we're on fire level 6 at day 18. This is like the 4th actual night. We might be able to get it here. Okay, it looks like we are hungry. That's not too big of a deal. Let's just quickly kill that rabbit and eat its morsel. And let's see how much stuff we got here. Oh my gosh. Yo, we might be able to get fire level 6. We already did. We completed the fire on day 18. But what I think we're gonna do is quickly save Koala Kid, take him back to base, and then try to make a large bed before it turns daytime, because we could literally get a 9-day multiplier straight off the bat. That would be insane. Now it looks like there's there's a ruby chest right here. Oh my gosh, wait. Oh wait, we're taking a lot of damage. Oh, okay, that was a bit close for comfort. Thankfully, the spear is just absolutely busted. Like, you get an insane amount of reach with it. And honestly, the one thing I'm kind of shocked about is that you can't pick up these chairs and put them in the fire. Like, I don't know why you can't do that. That seems kind of stupid to me. And it looks like there's a bear after us. Let's quickly open this ruby chest, and if we get like a chainsaw or something, that would be insane. We got a riot shield. Out of all the things we could have got, a riot shield is literally the worst. Oh my gosh, I actually can't believe we got that. That is my luck though. I always seem to be getting riot shields. But we did get a bear pelt there, which is very useful to say the least. That means we should be able to get a ton of stealth from the pelt trader when he comes in. You know, I think we'll be able to kill all of these bears before it turns nighttime. Thankfully, the rifle is just absolutely busted. Like, this is genuinely kind of insane how much damage it does. I know there's a method for shooting like super fast with a rifle and a revolver, but I honestly can't be asked to figure it out. Supposedly you just spam the button with the revolver while you're reloading with the rifle. It's so weird, but like, you know, the rifle does its job just fine. And looks like there's one more bear we have to take down. Yeah, rifle is genuinely busted. The laser cannon honestly gets outclassed by it. And wow, we got another pelt. That is insane. And oh, there's one more bear here. Okay, that's why the key didn't drop. I was so confused for a second. Okay, this guy will be very easy to kill. There we go. And let's grab this key and quickly save Koala Kid before it turns daytime. We are making crazy progress. Holy. Looks like oh my gosh, and we have another ruby chest. Yo, back-to-back ruby chests in a singular day? Give me a chainsaw, please. Yo, okay, everything I just said about my luck being bad, I take that back. Our luck is absolutely amazing. Okay, now we have to quickly head back to base and preferably not die here. The deer is gonna be hungry. Thankfully, we do have a strong flashlight though. And where is the deer? You know, I thought he was just gonna spawn in straight off the bat. I have no idea where bro is. You know, I thought I'd hear something, but he's just nowhere to be found. I mean, that's kind of cool, I guess. We can kind of just chill out here. I thought he'd be after me. You know, I'll take it. All right, and we're finally back at base. We have 2 bear pelts and koala kid. I mean, this is genuinely insane. The progress we're making is kind of ridiculous. Let's put all this coal in here. And yeah, wow, we are making such good time. This is insane. We already have an 8-day multiplier this fast. I mean, I actually have never gotten to that point where I get an 8-day multiplier that quickly. Honestly, if we could somehow get to 99 nights sub-hour, that would low-key be kind of crazy. Like, I know it's possible. I've seen people do it. And honestly, with the progress we're making right now, all we need to do is just quickly get a large bed. And I think we'll do that by checking out the cultist area. I actually kind of forgot where it was. It's not showing up on the minimap for some reason. Okay, I see it right over here. Thank God. I was about to be like, if I can't find it, that'd be so tragic. Let's pick up some pumpkins just so we're able to eat while we're raiding this little dungeon. And I guess we'll just see how fast we can clear the stronghold. Level 1, here we go, the cultist stronghold. Okay, straight off the bat, we can kind of just use our spear. And they should spawn right here. Yep, there we go. And the second one spawns in this corner. Yep, and that should be the first level. Okay, we are making great time right now. These guys should also be pretty easy, just like these guys as well. There we go, there we go. And if I'm not mistaken, they spawn right here. Yep, here we go. And the last one spawns right at the doorway. Yo, wait, we're low-key kind of insane right now. Holy cow, we're making insane time. What am I doing? Okay, let's jump around here. There we go. Get the shooty guy. All right. Where does the next one spawn in? Okay, right here. All right. Dodge him. There we go. And let's quickly pop 2 bandages. That way we don't accidentally die. And then the last one should just spawn right here. Yep. Wow. That might have been the fastest I've ever completed this stronghold. That is insane. Wait, we literally just ran it down. Holy cow. And I guess we got a thorn body. Wow. And we can also open this chest. Sweet. And look at all of these Halloween candles and coins. Wait, this is genuinely kind of crazy. Now what we're gonna do is quickly head back to base and try to make that large bed. That way we can already have a 9-day multiplier and we might be able to get sub-hour for 99 nights. That'd be kind of crazy. Okay, mysterious group is making its way to our campfire, so we are going to be attacked. And oh my gosh, look at all of those freaking candles. That is insane. So let's quickly take care of all these cultists as fast as we can. Oh wait, there's actually a lot more than I thought. I did not realize there'd be 2 shooty guys over here. Thankfully, thorn armor is low-key kind of busted. This is genuinely like absurdly easy. There we go. And now we have another cultist gem, and I think we're able to make the bed now, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, crafting bench 4, and okay, we need 20 wood before it turns night. We have 34 seconds. I don't know if we're gonna make it. Yeah, I don't think we'll make it unless we I don't know how we're gonna do this. We need 20 wood that fast. It might be possible. Okay, 22 seconds. Wait, low key? Wait, low key? Wait. Oh my gosh, 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7. Wait, please. Yo, give it to me. Oh my gosh, we did it. Yo, we already have a 9-day multiplier that quickly. Wait, we're low-key kind of goated with it. How did we make that much progress solo? That is insane. And I don't even know what we could get from here. There's nothing here that's useful for us. Oh my gosh. Wait, I just have to like sit back for a second. How did we just make that much progress? Okay, what I think we're gonna do now is just cut down a ton of trees because I do want to get as many farm plots as possible. Just that way we're able to get infinite food and we won't really have to worry about it later in the game. And also just collecting a load of saplings is super useful for us as well. We do want to get a head start on that because this base is going to be absolutely massive. Probably one of the biggest bases I'm ever going to be making, and I'm doing it solo. So yeah, we're going to be here for quite a while. And yeah, from here, I essentially just got a ton of resources for this base and decided to explore the volcanic biome for a load of cultist gems. Because honestly, my goal was to craft the temporal accelerometer. That way I could somehow get to day 99 under an hour, because in my opinion, that'd be absolutely insane. But anyway, enough yapping, back to the video. Okay, it's finally daytime. We can go back to gathering a load of cultists to sacrifice. If we could genuinely somehow get a temporal accelerometer super fast, that'd be kind of crazy. Okay, something evil is also approaching our campfire tonight, so it might be possible. It might actually be possible. I don't really see any more cultists that I'm able to kill, so I'm just gonna grab a ton of materials and then head straight into the volcano. Oh, and it looks like I'm hungry. Okay, wait. We definitely need to get some food. That way we don't literally starve to death. Okay, we got a morsel right there. We should be fine for now, but I do want to quickly get inside of the volcano area. And ooh, it looks like there are a ton of cultists here I can kill as well. And oh my gosh, yo, I actually have the moves. How am I not getting hit? Oh my gosh, yo. There we go. Sweet. And let's gather all these cultists' bodies and head straight to the volcano. Okay, we are literally starving again. Can we please find some food somewhere? I don't know how we haven't found any food. This is getting a bit concerning. Let's just head back to base. I don't want to risk dying over nothing. Yeah, let's just head back to base. And yo, I'm actually starving again. Oh my gosh. Wait, I'm gonna have to use a ton of bandages here in order to not die. Yo, okay, I need to get a solid food system. Literally exact point that I was making earlier in the video. We need to get an actual like food source so this doesn't keep happening, because I should literally not be starving right now. Holy cow, this is insane. Okay, we're just gonna drop all of these cultists off right here and then focus on killing the rest of them that are about to be attacking us. Okay, they all spawned in. Let's target the red guy first, or I guess the red guys. Don't really want to get hit by all these crossbows. They do way too much damage. I honestly don't know why they deal so much damage compared to literal guys with maces. How does that work? But here we go, we're chilling now. Let's kill all those cultists. There we go. Looks like there's one left, and boom, there we go. Okay, we got a cultist gem, and unfortunately we did not get a gem of the forest fragment. That is kind of unfortunate, and of course we're hungry again. Yo, we need to get a solid food source as soon as possible. We are literally just starving 24/7. I don't know where all those pumpkins went. I swear there were a lot more out here, and now it genuinely feels like there's none. Okay, wait, there's some over here. Whoa, the ram does a lot of damage. I did not realize he does that much damage. Holy cow. You know, he is pretty easy to dodge. I just need to not be an idiot. But let's quickly make all of these farm plot blueprints. We're not going to bother with getting the temporal accelerometer right now. Let's just get some farm plot blueprints so we don't literally starve to death. Okay, somehow we already have 170 wood. That is kind of crazy. Let's just craft 17 farm plot blueprints, and I guess we'll just place them all down right here. I'm actually so stunned. How do we have this many already? Holy cow. And of course we're starving again. Thank God there's a pumpkin out here, or else we'd literally be dead. And honestly, I think what we're gonna do is go to the volcano. I don't know if the deer is hungry or not though. Yeah, I think we're gonna go to the volcano and sacrifice all of these cultists. Oh my gosh, we literally have an entire sack full of cultists. Holy cow. And I guess we'll open this lava chest. Getting something like a fire sword would low-key be super useful. Okay, a sacrifice totem. Wait, that's even better. We can sacrifice that to the volcano. Okay, it looks like the ram is after us again. I know we won't be able to get a fully complete thing by the end of the night, so I think I'm just gonna head back to base. I really don't feel like starving to death again, especially after the past few experiences. I'm kind of stunned that we already have 25 things to sacrifice though. Like, that's low-key kind of crazy. Let's just kill a few of these bunnies in order to get a load of cooked morsels. I want to get to full food. I want to fill up my entire hunger bar before I even go out and bother exploring, just because I do not want an incident like last time happening where I'm literally just starving out in the middle of nowhere. Okay, we got 10 seconds left of night. I think we're just gonna straight up go back out to the lava biome. Hopefully we're able to just straight up get a gem of the forest fragment, and then if we could just craft that temporal accelerometer straight off the bat, that would be insane. Like, the amount of progress and progression that would unlock for us would be really nice. Okay, let's see. We got to kill all of these cultists here. Should be pretty light as long as I circle them with some spears. There we go. And whoa, we're gonna have so many to sacrifice. Holy cow, we might be able to craft it. All right, there we go. Let's quickly sacrifice all of these. And you know, I think we'll just be able to do it straight off the bat. Throw all of these cultists in here. There we go. Okay, let's see. What are we able to get? Oh my gosh, we got so much stuff. Get these cultist gems. And we got an infernal sword as well. Let's throw a few more cultists into here. I don't want to get struck by lightning. And let's pick up all of these cultist bodies as well. Hopefully we're able to get another gem of the forest fragments. If we're not, it's fine. But it'd be very useful if we're able to. Even like one more would be super useful for us. Okay, nice. We got another one. Sweet. And then maybe we'll be able to get one more before the end of the day. You know, I kind of doubt it, but it is always possible. You never know. Oh, and it looks like there's an alien ship up there. I don't know if that means aliens are supposed to attack us. I don't know why that's there for no reason. It's not like any event has happened. They're kind of just chilling up there for no reason. Okay, let's quickly kill these cultists. We really want to make the temporal accelerometer as fast as we can if we want to get even close to getting sub an hour. Oh wait, we need one more cultist. Oh my gosh, I'm low-key kind of selling. Where even would they be? Oh wait, there's a ton in here. Wait. We might be able to do this. Okay, they're all after me right now. Let's quickly pop a bandage just so I don't die. Okay, it's 2 more cultists right there. Got the rest of them in here. Oh, there's one after me right here. Okay, we should be fine. Yep, there we go. Okay, wait, do we have enough? We got some med kits. Let's quickly eat this cake so we don't die. And I guess we'll open this chest. But after this night, we're cutting it really close. Okay, infernal sack. We can't even use that. Nice. Okay, the ram is right there. Wait, would we be able to sacrifice him to the volcano? Does that work? Wait, I wonder if this works. Okay, it did not. This is kind of awkward. Oh, I don't want to die. I also don't want the ram to get me though. Yo, gets pop 2 bandages. Oh, did it work? Okay, no, he did not get sacrificed to the volcano. Great, wonderful. He's just kind of chilling down there now though, so we're fine. Thankfully we didn't die. That'd be kind of embarrassing. Oh my gosh, I just put the gem of the forest fragment in there. Oh my gosh, I'm an idiot. Okay, yeah, we're definitely not getting that, Yo, I can't believe I just did that. Okay, well, that dream is completely ruined. That is completely my fault as well. That is actually so tragic. I did not mean to do that. Oh my gosh. Well, it's fine. Yeah, we're definitely not getting sub an hour now. I'll be kind of shocked if we do. Okay, I think I'm just gonna head back to base. I am a bit hungry and I just want to keep making our base look a bit better. Oh, and it looks like all of our crops finally grew in as well. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna definitely make our infinite stew generator. And honestly, I think we should probably just prioritize also making an oil drill. I had the dream of getting sub 1 hour. It's fine. You know, I thought we were able to do it. We unfortunately were not able to. Honestly, if I didn't sell right there by accident, yeah, that was literally all on me, putting those gems in the literal volcano. Kind of tragic. But I'm actually going to show you guys the new way on how to get infinite food. This is a method I saw on TikTok. It's actually low-key kind of busted though. Okay, let's quickly craft an oil drill, a boost pad. Let's just get all of this stuff and a lightning rod as well. There we go. We should be good now. Okay, let's quickly actually deal with these cultists before we make our infinite food generator. And yo, the infernal sword is actually so good. We were able to clear that entire area absurdly fast. Holy cow. And look at all of those cultist gems we have. That is low-key kind of insane. I mean, oh my gosh, we can already craft 2 teleporters. That is great. Okay, now it's finally time for us to craft our infinite stew generator. This is genuinely one of the best designs I've ever seen. Essentially, we just place a ton of farm plot blueprints down, and then what you do is you get a crockpot blueprint right here, and then you want to make a log wall and a rainwood storage. And this also prevents lag because normally it's super laggy to build this type of stuff, but with this right here, there's almost no lag whatsoever. All we do is we place this rainwood storage right there. As you can see, it's kind of clipped into the stew maker, and then we just place down a log wall blueprint, and that is literally the entire design. And you're probably wondering how we actually start filling up this area with carrots. But all you have to do is just stand right here and then spam F or whatever your drop key is, and they'll literally just be in that little rainwood storage. It's low-key such a good design because it minimalizes lag. All the carrots just get stuck and won't move compared to other designs where the carrots are always moving somehow, and then your game just feels like crashing. Trust me, I know. But as you can see, we literally will just have our stew appear right there for us, and it's just a really simple and clean design. Now, I'm gonna be completely honest, this part of the video is gonna be pretty awkward to explain. I low-key recorded this like 3 weeks ago, and the trick-or-treat event and Halloween event are just completely gone now. So essentially for the next like 20 days, I just went trick-or-treating. But besides that, if you're enjoying this video so far, please like and subscribe. We are getting so close to 60,000 subscribers, and it would mean the absolute world to me if you could subscribe. Anyway, back to the video. 25 seconds left of day, and we are getting attacked tonight, so I think I'm just gonna chillax in here and just grab all of this stuff and fill up our little auto stew generator. Okay, looks like we're getting attacked. Okay, let's quickly target all of these crossbow people. Should be very easy. Oh my gosh, there are a lot after me right now. Oh my gosh. Yo, thank God for shift lock because that makes my life so easy. All right, there we go. Pretty fast. And you know, I just realized I probably shouldn't be putting cultist gems in here because I do low-key want to fight the cultist boss pretty soon and hopefully get a cultist mace. That is literally the best weapon in the game, but has such a low drop rate. Who knows? Maybe we'll try to get that in this video. I think it's actually very possible. We can just fight the cultist boss every so often. I think we'll make that like a mini goal of the video. If we're able to do that, that'd be great. But our main goal is obviously making this massive maze. And someone needs to explain to me why there's just a literal alien ship right there. Why is that right there? But there's no alien event going on. I'm kind of confused. Ooh, and it looks like the furniture trader has arrived today. What I'm actually going to do is pick up all of these cultists so I can bring them over to the volcano and sacrifice them. Actually, we'll do that a bit later because it's not like we have a ton of cultist gems on us. And I guess we'll just quickly trade with the furniture trader. Let's see what he's able to give us. Oh my gosh, he has so much stuff. Holy cow. I didn't even know a chopping board was something you could make. A gray brick fountain. Sure, we'll just buy that. Why not? There's some really cool stuff in here I'm able to buy. We got some fairy lights. We got some cloth frames, some fairy light arches. Yo, there's so much cool stuff in here. Some trellises. Yo, okay, I think we're gonna buy him fully out of trellises and then all these fences as well. And I just got struck by lightning 3 times in a row. Are we serious? The game hates me. The game literally hates me. Oh my gosh. If I could not die here, that'd be very nice. I don't really feel like dying. Okay, we're back at base. We're chilling now. Yeah, I honestly think from here, we're just going to be farming a ton of food and logs. Eventually, I do want to fight the cultist boss, but really, we're just trying to get a ton of resources to start making this massive maze base. So I guess we'll cue a little montage of me just getting a ton of logs until something interesting happens. Okay, there we go. We finally completed the stronghold area again. It was pretty easy that time. Looks like we got a few Gem of the Forest fragments and some cultist gems, and something evil is approaching our campfire tonight. So I think we should be able to get enough gems to actually fight the cultist boss. But yeah, let's quickly just head straight back to our base, fend off these cultists, and then we'll quickly fight the cultist king. And then from there, I think it's time to just start building our base. And what is happening to these cultist bodies right now? What in the, are you guys seeing what I'm seeing? What? They're just floating. I don't know if the game's lagging or something. I have never seen that before. That is very interesting. Wait, and look how much stew we got. Oh my gosh. We just got 20 stew from that. Holy cow. That is insane. And you guys are probably wondering why I haven't chopped down all 4 of these trees right here. Well, honestly, I kind of want to make this a part of our massive maze base. I think having this be like a 4-way intersection would look pretty cool, especially with how massive these trees are. You can do a lot with them. I think what we're going to do is craft a respawn capsule. There's really nothing else that we're able to craft. So yeah, I think this will work pretty well for us. I guess we'll just place it like right here, and we'll just quickly activate it. Only costs 1 gem. Nice. So yeah, we have 4 cultist gems right here, and we have some carrots. What? Do you guys see what this cultist is doing right now? Why is he just dancing? You spin me round, round. Okay, what am I doing? They are all tweaking out right now. What am I looking at? Are these cultists possessed? Is this part of the Halloween update? Yo, wait, these cultists are actually confusing me. Okay, let's just pick up all these cultist gems and try to quickly fight the cultist boss. Let's clear out the rest of this area. Hopefully we're able to kill these cultists, and maybe we'll get a cultist gem from one of these guys. Okay, we still have not gotten a cultist gem. Okay, we might actually have to sacrifice a few cultists to the volcano if we want to get some. This is kind of tragic. Okay, the deer is still going to be hungry tonight, so I don't want to risk too much. I don't really know where we could get like some more cultist bodies. Maybe we can just get a gem from one of these chests. That'd be honestly optimal. Okay, I left my blueprints. Literally the last thing we needed. Looks like there's some cultists up here that I can probably kill. And then I think we'll be able to sacrifice everything to volcano, and then we should be fine. Okay, let's get both of these cultists. There we go. And then we'll quickly go over to the volcano. Another lava mine blueprint. Literally all this stuff I do not need. And holy cow, we have a ton of coins. 785. What in the world? Okay, let's quickly sacrifice all of these cultists. I don't want to accidentally put a ton of gems in there like I did last time. That'd be kind of embarrassing. All right, but there we go. We should be able to get another cultist gem from this. I mean, at least that is the plan. We got an infernal crossbow. Are we serious? That is one of the best weapons in the game, but I'm kind of just trying to get some cultist gems. I don't know how we just got that. Are we serious? My luck is like absurdly good and absurdly bad at the same time. Yeah, I think we're just gonna chill in a watchtower. I really do want to get this cultist gem though, so we can quickly fight the final boss. I don't really know what else we could do to speed this up other than getting lucky and getting a cultist gem from a chest. There's really not much we're able to do. I think we're just gonna straight up head back to base and keep exploring, and we should be able to find a cultist gem from some sort of gold chest. I know that's how you're able to get a ton, but who knows? We'll see. Oh my gosh, I'm a literal idiot. I put all of my cultist gems in the... Yo, what am I actually doing right now? I'm so sleep deprived. What? Okay, you know what? Let's just cue another montage and I'll cut to when I'm finally able to fight the cultist boss. What am I doing right now? I'm like hard selling. Yeah, I'm low-key kind of an idiot. I just decided to grind trees and wait for 4 waves to cultists in order to get 4 cultist gems. I honestly don't even know how I did that, but it's okay. We're able to finally fight the cultist boss now. Holy cow, we finally did it. We have a ton of saplings, a ton of wood, and finally we have 4 cultist gems. Now what I'm also gonna do is quickly craft a weatherometer or whatever they call it. Okay, a weather machine. Just need to quickly put this gem of the forest in here and make this weather machine. I think I'll just place it right here. There we go. And I can literally just skip the weather whenever. Now, I'm not going to do it right now, but I do want to finally start fighting the cultist boss. And you know, I just realized because we're in the lava biome, I'm pretty sure we're also able to craft an antler helmet or whatever it's called. Basically, you get it from killing the cultist king. You get one of his antlers, and then you have to get 6 scorpion shells in order to craft it. It's low-key an absurdly busted helmet, so I am going to try to get that if it is an available crafting recipe. I'm pretty sure it will be, but let's quickly go straight into this cultist area. This boss fight, if I remember correctly, is super easy, but he does give you a ton of good stuff if you're able to complete it pretty fast. So let's see, let's put everything in right here, and I guess it's just time to take down this massive cultist boss. Here we go. Okay, yeah, he does not have that much health. Honestly, if they buffed him, that'd be pretty nice, but now all we have to do is just quickly circle him with this infernal sword, and this is essentially it. This is pretty light from here. Okay, there we go. Infernal sword, a few wildfire, and yeah, okay, we got a cultist king antler. That is exactly what we need for the helmets. And now what we need to do is get 6 scorpion shells, which shouldn't be hard at all, especially with how many scorpions are in this area. Now, it will probably be harder than taking down that cultist boss because that cultist boss is absurdly easy. Let's keep it a buck. Okay, we should be able to get a ton right here. Oh, we got 3 just like that. 4. Oh my gosh, that was amazing. That was actually low-key kind of crazy. What in the world? Okay, we got another lava mine blueprint and a few other things, but night is approaching. Preferably, I can get 2 more scorpion shells, hopefully before it turns night. Okay, I still haven't gotten any. I've killed a few more. I'm pretty certain we'll be able to get some, but I also don't want to die to the deer. I mean, I'm assuming I'll be fine. I have a large flashlight, but where are all these scorpions? I swear I cannot find any. Okay, it's the goat after us. That is honestly probably the lightest boss we could go against, or I guess the monster chasing us. And yeah, we literally just don't have any scorpion shells. Oh my gosh, yo, he is so fast now. What in the world? Okay, unfortunately we still haven't been. Yo, okay, why does his wind up take such a short time now? Now, we do need 1 more scorpion shell in order to make this helmet, so hopefully we can just get it right here. Hopefully we can just get it right here. Boom. Okay, this is kind of embarrassing. Can I just get it right here? Boom. Yo, okay, am I getting trolled right now? Okay, there we go, nice. Now let's go over the forge and make this OP helmet. But here we go, we're able to quickly craft this infernal helmet, and these lightning clouds are absolutely cooking me right now. Okay, here we go. Boom, an infernal helmet. That looks so cool. Look at that. That is amazing. But let's head back to base, quickly grab all these cultists, and start sacrificing them to the volcano. I want to get 2 more Gem of the Forest fragments. That way, I'm able to craft every single machine and everything in the entire crafting menu. That'd be pretty cool. And I also just kind of need to free up this area because we have a lot of cultists here. Okay, wow, we already have an entire sack. That is insane. It's actually kind of crazy how many cultists we have at our base, but we can quickly sacrifice them all right here. Yo, look at all the thunderstorm clouds coming after me right now. This is insane. Like, they're even inside of the volcano. What is happening? Let's quickly sacrifice all these cultists though. I don't want to just magically die by getting struck by lightning straight over a volcano. Okay, sweet. We got a few more cultist gems. An infernal crossbow, we do not need that, unfortunately. Let's keep throwing all these cultists in there, and I guess we'll just quickly just head back to base. So we have 3 cultist gems and a Gem of the Forest fragment from that. And honestly, I think we're gonna fight the cultist boss one more time. I really want to get that mace. It is literally the best weapon in the game, the new cultist mace. However, I do want to go back to base, gather a few more cultists, sacrifice them all, and hopefully be able to get that new weapon. Now, obviously, it's been out for a while. It just has such a low drop rate, and I've fought this boss so many times in other videos, but we might be able to get it here. So yeah, I'm just gonna chill in my base, and I think I'll just cut to when I'm finally fighting the cultist king. Okay, it's finally daytime, and I actually activated the weather machine. That way we're not going to get pummeled by thunderstorms, but I finally have 8 more cultist gems, so it's time to fight the cultist king again. Now, this should be really easy to take him down and fight him twice in a row. I'm just really trying to get this cultist mace. If we can't, it's fine. We'll just go straight back to grinding and building our base, but I always have to try to get it at least once every video. Alrighty, and here we are. So I guess we just straight up resummon him. Here we go. The cultist king has been summoned. It should be pretty easy to take him down. I'm not worried at all. Yeah, he is so easy to defeat. He really doesn't do that much damage, and the infernal sword is just so good for taking him down. Yep, there we go. Okay, he dropped a infernal crossbow, some wildfire, an infernal sword. Okay, yeah, unfortunately, he did not drop any of the stuff we actually needed. So I guess we'll summon him in one more time. And is he on cooldown or something? He actually might be. I don't know why there'd be a cooldown for summoning in the cultist king, but I mean, I guess that's possible. Yeah, I'm not able to summon him in again for for some reason. Okay, the deer is hungry tonight though, so I don't want to risk anything. I'm just gonna climb a watchtower and come straight back down when it's time to fight this boss again. Okay, let's see if we're able to resummon him. You know, for some reason we're still not able to. What in the world? It says they're able to be spawned once every in-game day on the wiki. Okay, here we go. We're able to summon him in now. I have no clue why there was a delay on it, but sure. Let's just quickly take him down, and it's fine if we don't get the cultist mace. Hopefully we're able to though. I mean, that'd be ideal. But yeah, he is so incredibly easy to take down. I think it'd be like a lot more threatening if they made him have like a ton more health, but let's see. Okay, well that was kind of predictable. We did not unfortunately get the cultist mace, but that's fine. Let's just head straight back to base, and we're gonna have to grind a bit more trees. Now already you guys will see when I get back to base, we have a ton of saplings, but we're going to need to get a lot more in order to make this maze actually look cool, because not only are we going to need a massive outer ring, we're going to need multiple inner rings. That way, you know, it is an actual maze and not just a large circle. As you can see, we have a ton of saplings and even more wood. We have 717 wood and somehow only 10 scrap. We low-key need to even that out because we do need to craft a ton of torches in order to make this maze, you know, a bit larger than this small tiny radius around our base, because I'm pretty sure the closest we can plant saplings are, let's see, I think it's around here. Okay, yeah, so literally only this small segment would be a maze, and we want it to be a lot larger than that. This would only be like 3 layers, and that is not enough for this maze. So what we're gonna do from here is get a ton of scrap. That way we're able to craft a ton of more torches and actually extend the radius of this base out probably to around here. And then we can make a giant tree wall and start working on our massive maze. Okay, it's finally time to start exploring and get a load of scrap. We need around 80 to craft every single torch, and honestly that shouldn't be too hard. We have 2 extremely large chunks of the maps that have literally never been explored, so I think it'll be pretty easy to get a ton of scrap. But yeah, we have 2 broken fans right here, a washing machine. This will be very, very easy to get all this scrap. So yeah, the next few days were just essentially me gathering a ton of scrap and kind of just chilling in order to make this a massive secure maze base. Yeah, look how much scrap we got. We got 80 scrap right there. And look at all these kiwis. I didn't even know you could literally just pick them up. That is so cool. I guess we'll just put them here for now, but let's quickly craft every single torch, and then from here I think it's just time to start building our base. All right, there we go. We bought every single torch. You know, I guess we could just place them all right here. I know I can just remove them around later, so I don't really care where I place them right now. This will be fine. Oh my gosh, I did not realize the radius of our base got extended out that far. Holy cow. Okay, yeah, we're not gonna go out that far. I think we'll just go to right here. If I went out that far, I think I'd literally just die, bruh. Like, the amount of saplings I'd need, oh my gosh, that'd be horrible, especially because I'm doing this solo. But yeah, before we start making this base, I think I'm gonna grab a few more saplings, and we'll just have a little montage of me building. I'll probably start with the log wall, and then I'll work on doing the saplings later. Okay, so this is the progress with the base we've made so far, and honestly, it's looking pretty good. I had to pick up everything, and we're starting to build a little frame for the maze. Now, the entrance is straight out here. Ignore all of the candles, but the entrance is gonna be directly right here, and I'm actually just gonna quickly place some more log walls here, just because sometimes the cultists are jumping on this rock and then managing to get into the base without going through the maze. So there we go. Literally, their only way into the base is through this area right here. Now, I do plan on making a ton of separate rooms. So as you can see, there's 2 entrances. And honestly, I might chop down this tree purely because I feel like they're going to figure out that they can just jump on this and go straight to my campfire. So I'm probably going to only cut down this tree right here. I don't want to cut down any others though, because they do look pretty cool. I mean, like literally look how sick these look for an entrance. But yeah, I think picking those 2 up were pretty valid. There's not really much we could do if they were there. And look at all of these saplings we have. Obviously, we'll be putting all of our saplings to good use pretty shortly here, but right now we're just making a massive frame with all of these log walls. Now, I want the middle of the base to be a massive tree ring, and the reason I want that is because I want it to be ultra secure, and I want you to be able to complete the maze to get into the inner tree ring. So what I'm gonna do is quickly see how far out I'm able to place saplings. Okay, it looks like it's right here, and then let's see how close I'm able to place saplings right over here. Okay, it's right there on the dots. So we're quite literally just going to make make a sapling ring. So I'm going to quickly do that. It really shouldn't take too long, especially with how many saplings we have. Now, it looks like I'm also going to have to cut down this tree right here, just because in order to complete this full sapling ring, I really do need to cut this down, or else the cultists will manage to find their way in, which is kind of tragic. The aesthetic of having big trees is really cool, but we will have to get rid of them if we want this to actually be functional. I think we'll just cut to when I'm finished with it. Okay, we have made a ton of progress on this massive maze base. Look how crazy this is. Now, I am going to need a lot more log walls, but the only entrance is in the outer ring, and I want to see if I'm able to fool the cultists with this. However, what I do need to do next is get a ton of wood. So in order to do that, I'm going to have to quickly pick up some of these log walls. And as you can see, we have a ton of trees right here that we're going to have to farm for a load of wood in order to get some more log walls. Now, we are going to attacked by cultists tonight, so I do want to quickly finish a majority of this base just to see how well it works on the cultists and if I have to actually like improve anything. I'm pretty sure this single tree thing alone, I'm pretty sure this single tree harvest has given us over 200 wood, or it'll at least be really close to 200. Let's see. Okay, it's around 170. That is genuinely insane. This should get us a decent amount of log walls, but we might need more. Honestly, I think we will need a bit more. So I guess we'll just place down all of these saplings again, and we'll farm these again pretty shortly. Now, realistically, I probably should have gone lumberjack, but it's fine. But let's see, a mysterious group is making its way to our campfire, so let's see if the cultists are actually properly able to get to our base. I kind of just want to see what happens. Okay, so he's trying to come in here. Okay. And okay, I don't like the fact they're jumping on the walls, but let's see. Is he following me right now? I don't know what he's doing. Okay, they jumped on the walls, but they should stop pretty shortly. What is happening? Are they just riding the walls? What is that? Okay, wait, so they're all following me right now. If I run inside of the base, are they going to be able to find me or not? I mean, I'm imagining they will because I have an entrance. Oh, wait, they're not. They're low-key getting kind of confused right now. This guy is completely lost. We're definitely going to have to cut down those trees so they can't just jump up onto the walls. That is definitely a big design flaw. As much as the trees look cool, we kind of want this base to be functional. Whoa, and I have no clue how he jumped up there. What in the world? Okay, he must have like jumped off a different cultist or something, but it's fine. Now, I have no clue where the rest of these cultists are in our base. I mean, I know there's a load of them alive still, but I have no clue where they are. I guess for now we'll just leave them alive unless they somehow got into our base. Okay, well, I guess from here we're gonna keep placing down log wall blueprints and making this maze even larger. And really, I do need to chop down these two main trees. That way the cultists can't just magically jump up on these walls and instantly just like beam through my entire base. That's not very fair. So let's cut down both of these trees just like so. There we go. Both of the, oh, all the cultists are literally right there. Oh my gosh, every single cultist is right there. You know, that does explain a lot, to be fair. Oh my gosh, there were like 6 cultists right there. What in the world? Okay, yeah, let's just pick up all of these log walls, and I think we just need to make the entrance pretty large just so they actually know where to go. And yeah, I think this right here will be our new entrance. That honestly seems a bit better. However, we still need to get a ton of log walls, a bit more wood, and then a few more saplings in order to complete this maze. Who knows, I might not even need all these trees right here. But yeah, I'm trying to make this base as confusing as possible. Like, if I think it's confusing, it's going to be a good base because there's literally no way the cultists are going to be able to get in if I'm literally confused on how I'm supposed to get into my own base. The easiest way to get inside of the base is you literally just hug this entire wall all the way down, but I don't think they'll know that because, well, they're just robots. They'll just try to run towards the center and pick random paths. So I honestly think this is probably the best way to go about this. And it looks like all of our saplings have just grown in again, so I'm going to quickly get a ton more log walls. And wow, I can't believe we're literally on day 537 with no breaks. We have been here for quite a while making this base. Wait, look at the pelt trader. He's trying to walk around in the maze. Wait, that is so cool. He was literally at the entrance over there. Wait, the pelt trader actually has good AI. He knows what he's doing. Wait, look at him go. Wait, is he gonna go inside of the base? Wait a minute. It looked like he was about to. The pelt trader might actually have like a way better AI than all the cultists combined. We're gonna just pick up all of these saplings and quickly just dump them all in the base. I don't want them to clutter out this area, so preferably we can just pick them all up and put them in the base. Okay, great. So now that our base is finally cleaned up, all we need to do is just place down a load of log walls and make this base a bit more complicated, decorate it to make it look good, and then I think this maze base is going to be fully complete. And you know, I'm actually going to place down some defense blueprints, I think right here, because I just want to see if the cultists will like intentionally go in some random areas and just instantly die. So I'll place some here, we'll place some right over here. And that means there'll only be really one correct path for them to go to. And it looks like we are actually getting attacked tonight. So this will kind of be like a perfect time for us to test out this base. Let's quickly go inside of my base and put a few oil barrels down. There we go. And I feel like I should have a few more oil barrels. Ooh, wait, I definitely should be placing this oil drill down. That way I don't just magically die. And I should also probably have made a biofuel processor ages ago, but I still haven't done that. But let's see, I don't see any cultists getting in. Where are all the, oh, 2 of them died right here. Okay, a few died over here. Sweet. Yeah, the cultists, wait, look at the crossbow, dude. Wait, how is one in my, oh, it's these little stones right here. That's what they jumped on. That makes sense. I was confused how they got up here at first. But no, that jumping on that makes a ton of sense. Yeah, that's kind of stupid that they can just do that. Oh, did that guy just climb a wall? I don't even know how he did that. That must have just been magic. Okay, let's quickly kill this guy. This should be pretty easy. Yep, there we go. I don't think we'll be able to make this base perfectly impenetrable just because cultists are really buggy and they'll randomly jump on things. You can see this guy right here is super confused. He's just completely lost. And now he somehow managed to jump up to the top. I don't know how these cultists do it. They're low-key kind of cheating. Yeah, I mean, he can't really do anything if he's stuck there. And this crossbow guy is just utterly lost. I mean, it was a good attempt. And I think from here, we're just gonna make the entrance of this base look pretty good and the inside of the base. I don't really think there's a way for these cultists to get us, especially if we just make the front side of the base super secure. And right now it is pretty secure. We just have to make sure they can't just magically jump up on these log walls. You can see that guy right over there is completely lost. He has no clue what he's doing. Really, a majority of these cultists are just completely lost when the correct entrance is quite literally in front of them. You just go to the side. Yeah, this is looking really good so far. And I think what we're gonna do next is we probably need to plant down some saplings. That way we're able to get a bit of wood. In fact, I might actually have to chop some down because I don't want our fire to run out. That'd be very, very bad for us. So let's quickly make a biofuel processor, and I guess we'll put it flush with the fire. And I think this is probably time for us to start putting down all of our farm plot blueprints. Honestly, I think I'll just pick up all of my blueprints and start making this base look pretty solid, because you don't want a maze just to go to a middle of a base and then inside of the base there's just nothing. I mean, that'd be pretty lame. So let's see, we have a sundial right here. I guess we'll place that down. We have a weather machine. We'll place this down right here. And then I think we'll just place all of the kind of techie things in this little area. I think that'll work out pretty well. There we go. Let's place the boost pad here as well. And then I guess, honestly, I'm not even gonna bother with the teleporter. Like, as useful as it could be, I literally haven't used it once in this video, so I don't really see a point of using it now. And we'll keep the oil drill here for now, purely because I don't want to pick it up and then not have it make oil. And where are all of my trellises? Okay, right here we have mossy trellis blueprints, and let's actually pick up this compass. We really don't need it right there. And let's place a few mossy trellis blueprints right over here, just like so, just to make this place look a bit better, because right now it's looking kind of mid, but it'll look better in due time. Now, all my farm plot blueprints, I think I'm going to place them right in here behind all of these trellises, just so I can save a ton of space and it won't really look that bad. There we go. And then because we're putting all of that stuff back there, I think what we're also going to do, oh wait, I can low-key put a fairy light arch right there. That actually looks pretty cool. And then another trellis, and then I think we'll just place like some hedges down, because that'd probably look good, but I do need to get over to those. They should probably rework the inventory just a bit more. Wow, this is kind of crazy how much stuff I have. Holy cow. But let's place some hedges down. There we go. And I don't like the fact there's just a rock here. That is kind of annoying, but we'll probably make it work. Let's get a wood rain storage, quickly rotate that all the way around. Actually, we do need to place down a crock pot first. There we go. Let's grab that. Place the crock pot down. I guess right here will work. Get my wood rain storage, completely rotate that. There we go. And now we can just fill this entire area up with carrots. That'll work pretty well for us. And I think we'll just place a log wall just to be safe. There we go. That works pretty well. Honestly, I think this would look a bit better if instead of using trellises here, I use log walls. I don't know why. I just have a feeling it'll look a bit better, but let's see if that's actually gonna be true or not. There we go. Actually, I think I'll use a trellis next to the fairy lights. Where do my trellis go in the world? There it is. Yeah, honestly, I think log walls look a bit better. Oh, and the campfire is almost out. Ooh, I should probably not let that happen. That'd be very bad if the fire goes completely out. So let's completely finish this little area right here. Okay, for some reason the boost pad is being a bit annoying. There we go. And I don't like that we just randomly have a rock, but there's nothing I can kind of do about it. Along with that, let's quickly pick up this oil drill because it's kind of getting in the way. I think the best place we could place the oil drill is, I think really the only spot we could place the oil drill in is really this kind of gross area. I don't know where else we'd put it. other than like this pond. I think the pond looks fine. It'll work over there. And because we have all these saplings, we kind of need to place them somewhere. So I guess the pond will kind of work. I guess the pond will be our little trash area. Yeah, this place is looking a lot better than what it was. Okay, now I think it's time to place down all of our tents. So I'll place one right here. I think I'll just put them all next to each other. I don't really know why I wouldn't. Is that a cultist right there? It is. Okay, they might be getting in somehow. And I think from here, we're just going to be placing down a ton of decorations. So we have a regular bed right here. I guess we'll just place it in here. This is so weird with the rock right there, but it works, I guess. And we have a few more mossy trellises. Not much we can do with those, to be honest. Yeah, there's really not much you can do with the mossy trellises. I mean, I have a lot of them though. And we also have a few more hedgerows. These we can do a lot with though. These can make your base look very, very nice. And so far, I think it's doing a pretty good job of doing just that. Honestly, I think we'll get a few log walls. I don't even know where my log walls are. Pretty sure they're like in this pond. Oh, here they are. I think I'll just place that one right there. You know, I don't want to go too crazy. I think this will look good for now. There we go. And I think we'll just place like hedgerows all around this little area just to make it look a bit better. I mean, there's no reason for us not to. We have so many decorations we got from the furniture trader. It's honestly kind of insane. Look at all of this stuff we have. Holy cow. A little bit overkill, to be honest. Ooh, however, I do really like the look of these. I actually love these little lights that they offer you. I actually love these little lights. They look so cool, especially if you line them up with an entrance. Oh yeah, these are looking absolutely amazing. Yeah, I love the look of those. Oh my gosh. And I guess we can place like 2 stone lanterns right here. And then we can also just place a few fairy lights down. There we go. Looking pretty solid so far, if I do say so myself. Oh yeah, this looks absolutely sweet. Actually, then we're gonna pick up these 2 and then we'll just keep the one at the entrance. And whoa, we have a fountain. What in the world? I guess we can just place that right there. That's so cool. What? I didn't even know you could get that. And yeah, I'll place the cloth frame right there. That way this looks pretty good. And we have these plant lantern blueprints. I think we could put these like where all the kids are. Ooh, wait, those look sick. What in the world? Wait, I actually love the look of these. Yo, look how cool those look. What? Okay, wait, this base is actually coming together really, really, really well. Oh, we get a wait, what is this? We can just mount a, yo, what? Let's actually quickly eat some stew before I starve to death, but I want to see how this works. Wait, I can literally just put a sign right here. Wait, how does this work? How does this work? Wait, can I put it on the outside and say like, welcome to the end of the maze? Like you did it, congrats. Let's see, subscribe. Okay, no, we'll do it. You made it to the end, exclamation mark. Oh, that's sick, what? Yeah, so if you make it to the end of the maze, you get this incredible little living area and you get a little sign congratulating you for it. That's amazing. We still have a few more hedgerows. I don't know what we're really going to be doing with these. I guess we can kind of just like line this area with them. But even then, I don't want to risk that because the cultists could just jump on top of them. Ooh, we have some shrubs though. I guess we can just start placing those around here. Make this place look pretty good. Yeah, we got so much furniture from the furniture trader. It's low-key kind of overkill. But I mean, this place is looking really, really nice. We got a few more wooden trellises. I guess we can kind of place them in between these shrubs, kind of make them all line up properly. Okay, wait, no, that looks horrible. I'm going to be completely honest. And yeah, from here, I just added a few finishing touches and essentially the maze base was fully complete. This honestly might be one of my best builds ever. So just wait and see. I'm about to give a tour. It is absolutely insane. Okay, the base is finally done and I'm just gonna quickly give an entire tour of it. As you can see, we have the outside of the base and then we clearly have the middle, which is where you want to get to. But look how crazy the outside of this base looks. I mean, this is insane. It is actually like such a large base. This took so long to make. And then as you can see, we have the inside of the base right here, or I guess the entrance. There's a few different ways you can get in. This one is completely trapped. This is also completely trapped. You can see all of these cultists kind of just get confused and magically die. And then all of these cultists right here are trying to get into the base, but they're kind of failing miserably. This guy got a bit further in, so, you know, props to him. Yeah, okay, so these two are just stuck here, I guess. I don't really know what I can do about them. I don't really want to climb in and kill them, but as you can see, this is literally a massive maze base. Like there's so many different ways you can go. Oh, let's quickly kill that guy right there. And I'm pretty sure I left an entrance. Oh yeah, it's right over here. Sweet. But yeah, the correct entrance to get inside of the base is not right here, which is, you know, what the cultists were thinking. This is how you get like really close to the base, but it's not how you get into it. The way you get into the base is unironically like super simple. All you have to do is just hug the outside of this wall for a super long time. You just keep going, and then you go straight through here, through all of this, and then boom, you're inside of the base, just like that. And I guess we'll give a quick tour of the base while I'm at it. We have our infinite stew generator right here, and then a ton of farm plot blueprints. Obviously, we have the fire and our oil drill, so we can get infinite fuel. And then we have the kids' little area right here. I think this looks really sweet. I think I low-key kind of cooked with this. Our respawn anchor, weather machine, and our crafting bench. And I think this place just looks super, super, super cool. I mean, like, literally just from an aesthetic standpoint, this place looks amazing. And functionality-wise, it seems to be working perfectly. No cultists have gotten in. So yeah, I think this base looks absolutely amazing. This took so long. So if you're still watching, please subscribe. We are on day 609. I'm just gonna go to bed. I have been up for 7 hours straight recording this video. Let's just think about that for a second. I need to get a job or something. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you guys in the next video. And you know, before I go, let's just quick get a little POV of this base from the top. I think that'll put it into perspective how large this thing is, if I can even find a way to get to the top of this base. As you can see, this base maze is like, this maze is absolutely massive. It goes all the way around here, and then look, it literally loops around. Look how crazy this is. I actually don't think the cultists are ever getting in. Like, this is genuinely insane. I mean, look how crazy this is. Bro, I don't even think a person could get in if they didn't know that entrance. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next upload. Hope you guys enjoyed.